Good evening. Why is my... Oh, hold on. My lighting's all jacked up because I didn't turn one of them on. Give me a second. Where's the button? Oh, it actually makes a huge difference, surprisingly. Hi, everybody. Missed a lot of your stream. My sleep cycle is fricked. What happened? What happened? Why is it messed up? But you're good. You didn't miss much. Good morning, man from India. Habib, good morning. How are you? Alright, so that music is entirely too loud. Turn that down a little bit so I can actually focus on what I'm doing. Okay, so we gotta go live on both TikTok and Instagram. So, let's do just that. Your live video appears to be on a different topic? What do you mean? Art. Go live. Go live. There we go. Alright. I think we're live on TikTok now. Sweet, 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 sweet. Alright, I'm gonna move that there. And we're gonna go live on Instagram. It's in the details. 'Cause that's what we're doing. We're doing detail stuff. Next. Come on. Copy the link. Yeah, that's what I want. 1 second, everybody. So I was just like coughing up a storm, so like trying to clear my throat. Drank something too fast. Alright, so we're good there, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I think we're good to go. Beautiful. Alright, I think we're live on everything. Well, hi everybody. How are we doing? How's it going? So I used to wake up early for a long time now. Sleeping in the morning. I get you. Yeah, it's... That's tough too if you, like, you're used to it and then you stop it for a while. Sir, are you from the States? Yes, I am in New Mexico. Good old glorious New Mexico. Alright, so, I've been doing some stuff on this thing. Today we're going to do some more stuff. I haven't copied a lot of this over to this side yet, but we're getting further along here, which is good. It's coming along pretty well. I had to do a bunch of organizational crap because this was just a mess. Let's see. Summit Shank, hello. How are you? Let's see. I am live on TikTok, right? Yeah? Yeah, we're good? Alright, we're live. I think so. Yeah. Cool. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. So, I don't know what I want to do today. I think what I want to do is I want to do the supporting rod that I was going to do for this thing. I'm going to do like a cool, like a side design that kind of holds the barrel itself. So I think that might be a better way. It might be a cooler way to do it. Yo, I'm working on the tracks for my tank and I'm struggling to get the corners to connect. How'd you make your tracks connect so nicely? So, I actually have a tutorial on YouTube on how I did it. You just need to make sure that when you're getting ready to actually use the mesh network that you are spacing everything correctly. Because once you actually build the mesh network, you need to kind of recreate that spacing. And then from there, I'll just go in and just manually readjust everything that I needed to adjust. So a little bit easier. What GPU do you have? I have an RTX 3070. Which at this point is starting to get kind of old. Alright, so I'm thinking like a piston of some sort just to kind of like lessen the blowback. That's what I'm thinking. So I guess we're just going to throw some stuff together and see how it works. Alright. As always, guys, if you have questions, feel free to ask them. If you want to watch on a platform that has a bigger display, Twitch and YouTube are there for you. And otherwise, we're just going to get rolling here. Haven't decided yet. I might stream Friday. I might not. I'm supposed to give a talk at a college in India, actually. So, hoping that's gonna be something I get to do more of in the future because it's kind of it's a fun thing to do. I like doing that. Oh yeah, I manually adjusted that as well. I thought you actually measured the lengths before making the mesh network, only for the links themselves. So I make sure the links are dead center where they need to be. So say you have a tread chunk, right? I tried to take the links on either side. So what I'll do is I'll basically build one section of tread with one link sticking off, and then I'll adjust that, get it to the position I need to, and then I'll duplicate it, just like one duplicate, just to test to make sure everything lines up properly. And then once I have everything lining up properly, I'll run through the mesh network. How much time has this project taken? I could tell you. Hold on. I don't know what I'm at now. Let's see. 40 hours. Yeah. We're at 40 hours so far. Which was good because I forgot to start my little thing. No, I'm not coming to India. I'm doing it virtually. It'd be cool if I was traveling, but no, I'll just be doing it virtually. Thinking I'll have that go to like right there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe in the future when I'm like much more popular on the internet, maybe I'll get to actually like travel places. But for now, it's just virtual. All right. Take that. Boom. Not gonna lie, one side of my track has like 7 million tries after I sub D. My computer's running like a jet engine. Yes, it will be rough. If you decide to do sub D for tank tracks, it's rough. It's something that's like, because like, I mean, if you look at mine here, like unsmoothed, these things are 1,300 faces. And then if I smooth it, they are 21,000 faces. So you kind of gotta... You gotta have a beefy machine for stuff like that, unless you're just gonna like really make them look like they're, you know, smoothed. So technically, yeah, you could get away with unsmoothing them. I hate my computer, so I like to smooth things. All right. I don't hate my computer. I love my computer. It lets me do amazing things, but I do put it through its paces. What did I just do? Okay. All right, so just trying to think of how I can detail this in a way that'll make it look kind of neat. I do want it lower. I want it to kind of like, there we go, yeah, something like that. Let's see. Cool. Anybody working on anything cool tonight? You guys working on any projects? Always interested to hear what you guys are doing. And just expand that a little bit. That's a bit much, though. Have to drop that a little bit. Make it look like a lightsaber type of bar. A lightsaber type of bar? Why would I do that? You mean like a lightsaber handle? Never mind, that looks good too. I guess I'm confused by what you mean, like a lightsaber handle? Wow, nice work, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. All right, what do we got here? Sometimes when I'm creating a complex model, my models just vanish into thin air. Next time I start up the project, like no mesh, no UV, nothing. It just shows faces. I have an AMD GPU. Could it be? No, probably not your GPU. It could be the way that you're building your scenes out. So if you have a lot of like history information, I found that unfortunately the best way to kind of make sure stuff like that doesn't happen is to freeze all your transforms and delete all of your history when you're closing your project for the day. That's just something that I have historically done forever, just because it reduces the amount of issues that I have. So like, I can give you an example on why I do this. So I built out this little camera array here. This object, completely corrupted. So I have to rebuild this because just completely like Maya just had an aneurysm and corrupted it. So that's why I do that. I just happened to forget when I built that. Sir, please send in your YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is in the link in my bio. Just finished a drone from concept art I found on ArtStation and uploaded it there. Nice, that's cool. Very cool. Never modeled a drone. Working on Houdini Sims, rip. Houdini is rough, and I don't envy you. You work for a company or freelancer? Freelancing. Hey man, good morning. Good morning. That's a name. Let's see. Chat Reopener? Chat Reopener? I probably butchered that, but hi, good morning. You're welcome. Okay, so let's focus on this again. Thank you. That happens way too often as well. Yeah, it's kind of crappy. Like, it's just something that you deal with. You know, these programs are so complicated that eventually they're going to start screwing something up. So it's best just to find ways to work around it. Let's see. Okay. Watchobes, sup man, been following you for a while now. Any advice on someone getting back into 3D? Yeah, absolutely. So depending on how long like you actually did 3D, just, you know, pick up with something that you enjoy. So don't start off with something like, you know, trying to build the Death Star or something like that. Just start off nice and slow. And, you know, take your time. Don't rush it. I think that's the number one thing that a lot of people do is they rush it, and then they get frustrated when they run into an issue. I know that happened to me a lot. So, yeah, when you're getting back into it, just take your time. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. You going for a high poly, or are you going to retopple this later? This is a high poly build, yes. The drone got me out of a block. Awesome. That's always good to hear. Art blocks suck. We hate them. I want to make a Warhammer 4000 Dreadnought, but I don't know when to start. Please help, or where to start. I don't even know what that is, so let me look it up. Hold on. 40k Dreadnought. Ah, the walker thing. Okay. Sorry, I don't know anything about Warhammer. Well, the first place to start is going to be blocking. So you definitely want to block this out. Like, thankfully, it's actually kind of simplistic. It's really not that complicated of an object. So, you know, block it out, then start refining your block out. Don't worry about all these like little minor details, like all these little macro details. You can do those at the end. But, you know, work on your like larger shapes and your larger forms. And you can start just kind of like breaking that down piece by piece. And then work in quadrants. Like, I found that's one of the best ways with things like this is like to work on quadrants. So like if you're working on, say, the legs, well, you already know that you can duplicate one leg to the other side, so just work on one leg. As when it comes to like the shoulders and stuff, you can work on one shoulder a day or whatever. Just be a little bit tactical with how you split the model up and you'll be okay. What's up, Crix? How are you? Ease in, got it. Yeah, that's that's kind of what I did this time around, because like I burnt out really bad after college. So when I graduated, I didn't do 3D for like 9 years after that. So I kind of had to redo things. Could you please show the mesh flow for this model if you don't mind? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. It's simple, but I haven't made any robot till now. I don't want to start with this. No, that's a good one to start with because it does have those simplistic shapes. So, wireframe. Nothing's smoothed right now, so you're just getting kind of like baseline wireframe, but I'm pretty sure if I try to smooth this right now, it'll probably have an aneurysm. Let's see. Let's see what happens. It'll be a little bit easier to see. It won't be as dense. Are you on ArtStation so I can follow? Yes, I am on ArtStation. The link in my description should have my ArtStation, but if not, you can find me here. Oh, for God's sake. Hold on. Did I use my Epic Games for that? No, I think I used my Facebook for that. I did. Something went wrong. Everything always goes wrong with ArtStation. Come on, sign me in. There we go. So you can find me there. That is my ArtStation portfolio. I'm good. How about you? I'm gonna watch the stream. Oh, I'm gonna watch it after the stream because it's pretty early here. I got you. Yeah, those time zones can suck. Yeah, chat reopener, if you just like take your time and like really split the model up, you'll have a lot better of a time working on it. So that way you don't like over kind of overwhelm yourself with like complexity. Okay, so I save this. Let's smooth it. See what happens. It's gonna warn me. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. It's gonna take a second. So that's a lot of polygons. Oh, close my chat. That tank looks sick. Thank you. I'm glad it looks good after spending 40 hours on it so far, with probably another 10 to go. I thought this was only going to take me 100 hours, but I'm kind of worried it's going to take more. It's still smoothing. Is that it? There you go. So that's a better representation of the wireframe. I've just reached a point where I have to work on it unsmoothed because it's kind of a nightmare. I still got to do that piece. But yeah, no, that's this is definitely one of the first projects that I have like dramatically spent a ton of time on topology to make sure it's right. I still don't really like how this looks, even though it's technically correct. But, you know, it works. So there you go. That's the wireframe. I'm going to unsmooth it now so my computer doesn't catch on fire. Okay, so back to what we were doing, which was this. Okay. Looks really great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this has been... it's one of those things where, like, I want to not focus on topology and just make cool stuff. But there's a part of me that just doesn't allow me to do that. So here we are. Because, like, realistically at this point, like, I don't really necessarily need to focus on it so heavily. I know how to do it. It's fine. And I would like to just make cool stuff. But I don't know. Maybe at the end of the year I'll get to a point where I'm more comfortable doing that. Just followed the art. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Made a tank UV, but it never got texture. Just got bored and left it. Does that happen with you? Yeah, actually, I get bored all the time with projects. Not so much anymore. I try really hard not to, just because like I do spend a lot of time on these. But yeah, usually when I get to texturing though, that means that project's getting finished. Because like I've already got it that far. Like my Halo ODST pistol, I got really kind of tired of that one. Even though I revisit it every once in a while. Would you call this asset game ready? Absolutely not. I think when it's smoothed, it's something like 2 or 3 million polygons. Probably more now that the tank treads are added. Yeah, this is... You would not want to use this for a game at all. I'll be tempted to try to pull it in an Unreal Engine, but I don't even know how that's going to work. But that's kind of my new, like, experiment thing. Is I'll pull stuff into Unreal. Let's see here. All right. I think I worked on this for like 6 hours yesterday. And I'm like... I started getting that like hazy feeling like you've been working on something forever and then like needing a break. So it's nice to revisit it today. What happened? Weird? Okay. 3, yep, that's good. Yeah, generally I don't really do like game ready stuff. I might in the future, but for now it's something I don't really like. I don't know, I don't really spend a lot of time doing it. Alright, isolate view selected. So an edge loop. Let's just support that real quick. Am I still snapping? No. Okay, cool. Is the quad fill hole a plugin? Yes, it is. You can get it on ArtStation, actually. Let me go order history. So it's this one. It's like $2. Super worth it. I use it constantly. Like, this has changed my workflow and like entirely. It's made by Gabriel Nadu. Nadu. But yeah, it just works. It's just awesome, and it works in 2025. So it's updated pretty well, and it's just a solid little plugin. All right, so I'm going to take this assembly here, move it over. There we go. Yeah, it's better. It makes the cannon look just a little bit beefier. Because this space in here, I'm going to have to redo a little bit of this, but it'll be worth it. Definitely try to use it. Yeah, it's super worth it. I also make high poly hard surface models, and I want to start earning something. Please help. As far as earning stuff, Divlo, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. As far as like earning money and stuff, like you can start selling your models on places like Turbo Squid, or I think you can sell them on ArtStation too. I'm not really sure about that one. I have like a small Gumroad store, so you can do Gumroad as well. The other way is just to start doing some like freelancing stuff. All right, so I honestly I'm going to turn off the wireframe because it drives me nuts. Okay, that's better. I can actually see what I'm doing now. Okay, so we need to build some sort of bracket that like slides on this. So let's do that. How do I want to do that? Do I want to do it with a cylinder? I have an idea. I don't know if this is going to work because I've never done this before, but we're going to try it. -90. How about the face selection thing? You select faces really quickly. How do you do that? Oh, this? So the way I do that, you just hold tab while you're in face mode. You'll see this little positive symbol pop up, and you can just drag and paint them. You can do the same thing for subtracting. So you can just kind of drag and subtract. It's really nice. Saves a lot of time. That's built in. Found that one by complete accident once, and it made me very sad that I didn't know about it for a long time. To Cobro and Pustos. I don't remember you. Another account, of course, but yeah, what was the other account? Because I might remember better. How are you doing? I might remember the other account name. Oh! Ah! Yes! Yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing really good. Nedma, hello, how are you? Tried freelancing, but I don't know anyone needs high poly models made. I don't get any clients. So that might come down to a couple of things. It could be like your portfolio isn't strong enough to attract clients, so maybe that might be something you need to work on. It'd be kind of hard to tell without seeing your portfolio. So if you want to jump into the Discord, you're more than welcome to, and maybe I can see about taking a look at it and trying to help you out there. Quad fill hole is a plugin. Yes, you can get it from. I should just leave this open all the time. This GN quad fill is from Gabriel Nadu. That is what I use. It's like $2. Well, hey, that's good, Cobro. I'm glad you are too. How have you been otherwise? Never met, just do it to confuse and make conversation with everyone. I gotcha. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're gonna give it a shot. You've seen my portfolio. You're gonna have to remind me then which one it was, because I see a lot of them, unfortunately, so I can't remember all of them. If you want to send it again, I can pop it open real quick and just refresh my brain, because it's been a bit. So you're a 3D worker like me? Are you a freelancer, work for a company? Is this your hobby? Hobby slash freelance. So I do a lot of freelance work with the independent film community, as well as like companies when they decide they want to contact me. I don't really actively search it just because I do still have a day job, but yeah. Oops. Let's see. All right. So let's pull this guy in. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. It's also really not the shape that I want, but we'll see. This is going to be a really funky object. Let's center that. How can I do the action to select like you did? So hold tab while you're modeling, and then just drag. You should get a little plus symbol. Here, I'll show you again. So if you're selecting a bunch of faces here, so go to face, just hold tab. You should get this little circle with a plus, and then just drag and click. That'll allow you to kind of paint your selection. You should add a night torchlight thing to the T72B. It's a big floodlight looking thing near the barrel. Ooh, let me see what that looks like. Hold on. T72B. Let's see. T72B. Oh, okay. It's an old Soviet tank. Images. Oh yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Man, that was a weird tank. That had all sorts of like little bumps and stuff all over it. Huh. I don't know if I'll add a spotlight like that, because I'm trying to go for like sleek lighting. But that's cool. I'll definitely add that to like my repository. I've got these nice lights over the treads, though. These will be fun to kind of build out. It's called an IR searchlight. Interesting. Huh. Can you show the full wireframe? Yeah, I can't smooth it just because it takes forever, but this is what we're working on so far. Smoothing it literally takes like 10 minutes. So, does your day job have to do with modeling? No, it's just with, I do IT work, so I do application engineering. I've been doing that for a long time, so. Trying to not be doing it anymore, so we'll put it that way. That's not what I wanted. Show isolate view selected. Okay. Can you, let's see, are you using any UV plugins? Seems like this would take pretty long to do UV an asset like this. Yes, so it will actually take like probably, I'm guessing about 10-ish hours. So what I use is this guy called Rhizome, which I need to buy my license again. Oh, hold on. Let me just extend it real quick and I'll show you. I have their pay-as-you-go plan, and once you do it for a year, you get to keep it forever. So let's extend this real quick. Extend. Do a month. Add to cart. And proceed to checkout. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Let's see. 1 second. I'll show you this thing. It's funny. I thought it expired at the beginning of the month. I guess not. Yeah, that's fine. Download my license file real quick. I love Rhizome. They just need a better website. It's very slow. Let's see. Go to your account to download your license. I think. Download. There it is. Put it where it needs to go. Purchase software. Where's my Rhizome? There it is. And replace the license file. Yes. Okay, now I can open it. Let me open that real quick. What's up, Connor? How you doing? How's things? Things are good. All right, so this is what I use for UV unwrapping. So it's called Rhizome UV. It's pretty much the same functionality as Maya's Unwrap UV. It's just much faster. So this is why I tend to use this program. So a lot of people get like upset that I don't UV as I go. It's because I use Rhizome. Like I don't really need to UV as I go because Rhizome is just so quick and so snappy. So this is what I use. Let's see. May I ask you about freelancing? How do you get a client usually? So sometimes it comes down to word of mouth. Like it's a lot of different ways, right? So like you could start on, say, a website like Fiverr, which is a lot more saturated than it used to be. So a little bit different now. But there's Fiverr, there's Upwork. There's places where you can kind of set up a portfolio and like a little profile and kind of sell your services. But a lot of the times it also comes down to like who you network with. So networking plays a big part in it. So I'll do a lot of stuff for like local companies and things like that. Especially with like the independent film market out here. Like I'll do stuff for them every once in a while. It really does come down to like the amount of work you put in outside of it. Excuse me. So it's just kind of it's kind of like there's no one real like answer for it all. It just comes down to how you handle like your social media presence, your portfolio itself, things like that. Okay, and I don't know. Let's see. I'll just make sure nobody sent any links. No adult content. Did you send your link, chat reopener? I didn't see it. Do you do regular streaming time or schedule to see when you're online? Yes. So I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. MST. Sometimes I'm like 30 minutes late, just because like I'm doing stuff. Like tonight, I was like 30 minutes late. But yeah, no, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the most part. Sometimes I'll just take a day off. But the best way to find out like when I'm streaming is just to join the Discord. Okay, thanks for the answer. You're welcome. I hope that helps. Do you... Let's see. Yeah, Connor, I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? All right, so here's my thought here. I'm going to duplicate this down. I'm going to center this to this barrel point here. Oops. Let's just pin this right here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to do what I want it to do. Because I want it to be kind of like a bracket that slides back and forth. It's entirely too thick right now, so that needs to be adjusted. Do you set tries limits on this model? No, I don't usually put limits on my models just for personal projects because I don't really need to. I'm pretty good. I've been working on my Warhammer 40k laser gun model today. Saw some really incredible 40k 3D animations the other day, and I was inspired. Nice, that's cool. Warhammer is so popular, and like, if I liked tabletop games, I would totally get involved with it. I liked the Warhammer games; like they're a lot of fun. The PC games, but I just don't want to dedicate the time or the money to Warhammer. But it's cool. It's a cool thing for people to model too, because like the models themselves are like usually really well built and designed. What's up, Sharky? How you doing, man? How do you do the centering thing for this? So you just go up here, right here, this little snap icon, a little magnet that snaps to center point. And so as long as you're kind of looking in here, you just click that icon and it'll snap wherever you're trying to drag it to. And you just drag it to center. I need to resume my Maya shortcuts thing series because I know there's a lot that a lot of people don't know about. Those would be good ones for people. I'm alive. Spine needs to be cracked like a glow stick. I mean, that's good. I feel you there. Probably nowhere near as bad, but like, I love your rendition of that. That's fantastic. Good to hear you're doing good though, dude. All right. So I want to make sure that doesn't do that. Okay. Actually, I don't know why I duplicated that across. So the idea here is I can take this now, delete that, shift isolate both of these, and mesh combine. And then do that all over again. Okay. So I'd like to do this. Okay, so what I want to do, this needs to be isolated. So one of those cases where I probably should have given myself a little bit more geometry to work with. But I'm going to try to get away with just isolating it. I've been doing all of those things manually forever. So yeah, I did it manually for a long time too, until there was somebody who joined into my lives way back in the day when I was actually streaming 3D stuff when this channel had a completely different name. And he like berated me for not centering things. And ever since then I changed the way I do it. So sometimes that kind of works. Not the best way to go about it. I would never berate somebody for that, but it was kind of eye-opening that I was doing it wrong. But that's usually the way I work. Like, I'll figure out that I'm doing something really slowly or, like, incorrectly, and then I'll just try to find a better way to do it. Those shortcuts are really informative for me. That's good. Yeah, I'll have to bring those back, because those are a good little... They're easy to make, too. Really want to see the process of UV for this. So I should be streaming the UV process hopefully next week. If I can finish this thing during this weekend, I will probably be doing it next week. What are your thoughts on full 3D animations for adults? Love, Death, Robots, Arcane, and if it's going to be popular since now. Full 3D has been mainly Disney. So, I loved Arcane. I am actually in the process of rewatching Arcane because I feel like I missed a lot. I really loved Love, Death, and Robots. I wasn't a big fan of what's that new one that just came out? I already forgot it because I really didn't like it. Something Level. Oh, what was it? It was the new Amazon one, but it's made by the same people who did Love, Death, Robots. Secret Level, yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Just because I didn't feel like it had as much love as like Love, Death, Robots had. Because like I feel like those studios like poured their hearts into those. Not to say each one of those were like perfect either, but I think it has a place, and I think like adult animation has a place. The problem is that you're talking about a space that gets horrendously expensive, and that's what kind of sucks. Because like everyone was talking about how expensive Arcane was, when in reality, like it didn't cost really all that much more than Dwayne Johnson's last movie, which was a total pile of crap. So the conversation's always around like, why are these so expensive? We shouldn't be wasting money on these. These aren't worth it. And because, you know, a lot of people still think animation's for kids when it's really not. It's just a medium. And so I hope it stays around, and I hope it continues. Like, I would love to see more of like League of Legends stuff with like post Arcane, because I know we're not getting any more Arcane. But yeah, I don't know. I want more of it because I enjoy it myself. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy like Disney movies and stuff like that. But it's cool to have those adult things. I really want to see the... Oh, that's it. Just crack pop sizzle with glow neon. Oh, that's funny, man. Let's see. I was thinking to start Maya. 3ds Max sucks. 3ds Max does suck. You should definitely start Maya. I hated 3ds Max. It's not a bad program. I just did not like it. What effect will there be in 3D after AI came? 3D is going to be fine. AI isn't really going to change that workflow all that much. Learning from others' mistakes is my primary source of learning. That's exactly how you should learn. I do a lot of learning that way. Arcane is over, yes, unfortunately. Because the last season was really kind of like... It felt kind of rushed. It was great, but it felt kind of rushed. You know, now I feel stuck with my career in the industry. Why do you feel stuck? What's your favorite game? That's a good one. Probably Doom. Like the newer Dooms. I really love those. I'm for sure going to be taking a day off of work to play the new one when it comes out in May. Yeah, I wish Arcane wasn't over. Remember the old Disney movies that had the bloopers? Yes, like the old Pixar bloopers and stuff. I liked those. I thought those were always really fun because like it was just the animators having fun. And the actors too, you know. That feels like it's a little short. Like it'll just snap off, but let's fix that a little bit. Just make that a little bit thicker. All right, show isolate view selected. Okay, that's better. So the whole concept will be like, you know, when it fires, the entire barrel pulls back. How to obtain freelance work in the initial stages. So the initial stages are the worst. They're the hardest because that's when you have to establish yourself. So this is when it comes down to the advice that nobody likes to hear, but reach out to companies and offer some free work, because that's going to be the best way to start growing your presence and potentially nailing down future clients who actually might want to use you after doing some free work for them. I've done it a lot throughout the years. Even when I did film stuff, I always reached out to clients and said like, hey, you know, I'd like to offer you guys a new video or something like that, and go do that for them. And that's one of the best way to build connections and then start kind of growing your portfolio, working with people. So not only are you like benefiting from the portfolio work, but you're also benefiting from the connections. That's the best way to start. On top of that, you know, you can create your profiles on those other freelancing sites. Just, again, a lot of them are really, like, bogged down now. So it's kind of hard to kind of peek out of the opening there. But, yeah, offering free work is one of those things. Like, it sucks. It's not fun, but it's really good. It's a good way to start. I like Doom and its lore, but I have not played any one of those. Am I going to be touched on a pike? Oh, touched on a pike. As long as you don't play it in like Ultra Nightmare, yeah. I loved both of them. 2016 got really repetitive. I don't really play that one anymore. But Eternal is really replayable, and I'm looking forward to Dark Ages. I just got the new Arcane Making of Art book, and it's incredible seeing the behind-the-scenes WIP drawings. Yes, and if you haven't watched it yet, they released a documentary on YouTube. Oh, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Why is my caps lock on? Yeah. It's called Arcane Bridging the Rift. It's like, I think it's like 7 episodes. Or 7 videos, I think. These are super good. It was really awesome to kind of watch the whole workflow. You got to see a lot of like previewing of like how they did the rigs and like how they did compositing and stuff like that. So really cool documentary. I bet that art book is sick though. Why is the caps lock turn? I must have hit it by accident. I do it all the time. Favorite movie, Jurassic Park. There's actually a poster right behind this camera. One of like the full movie size posters of Jurassic Park. Technically 2 posters. But yeah, I love Jurassic Park. Lion King, for example, had animated bloopers. Yeah, I miss that kind of stuff. What effect will there be in 3D after AI came? Didn't you already ask that? Pretty sure you did. You did ask that. I don't think there's anything to worry about right now. I do think it's something that people should watch, but yeah, I'm not super stressed about it. If you have ever tried to generate a 3D model with AI, it's miserable garbage. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy losing the next 2 hours of your life. It's worth it. It is a really good documentary. Is there any use of caps lock in Maya? No. I just accidentally hit it. You should really watch Secret Level episode 5. So I did watch it. I watched the whole thing. The 2, was it 2 episodes that I liked? Yeah, I think there were 2 episodes I really liked. I liked the Armored Core one, because I'm a fan of Armored Core. And I liked the Warhammer one. I thought the Warhammer one was dope. Other than that, everything else just felt really hard to like actually grow any attachment to. Maybe because I didn't play the games. Pac-Man was kind of cool. Now that I think about it, Pac-Man was kind of neat creatively. But like, I don't know, like the Mega Man one just felt really lame. Some of them just didn't. I just didn't really enjoy the story behind them. Like the visuals were awesome, but the story was just kind of meh. But Love, Death, Robots is for sure worth it. I loved Love, Death, Robots. I was doing something here. I don't remember what it was. Still want to see the Unreal. Oh, you know, the Unreal Tournament one was kind of cool too. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Again, like a lot of them were like really visually stunning and cool, but that's kind of where it ended. So like there were really cool cutscenes, and like the story was just kind of lacking. So I feel like they were trying to bring like the magic of Love, Death, Robots, but without the storytelling, because they're like, well, these are already established IPs, so you should know the story. But as somebody who didn't know the story of all of them, it just felt really bland. But the same thing here. Like I grew up playing Unreal 2004. You know, it was just like one of those. It was one of those ones that was really neat, but just didn't have too much of a story. That one had a little bit more of a story because it was like about the robot in the show. I won't give it away, but yeah. I don't know. I kind of expected more. I also know my opinion on that's very like limited because like I know a lot of people liked them. Do you also feel like often stories are not really fleshed out on big budget productions and they're trying to get away with pretty visuals? Yes. Yes, pretty and rushed visuals is like the name of the game now. And it's not the artist's fault. It's really more so the studios that are handling these projects. And so, like, I do feel like a lot of movies now are very rushed and just, like, get something out the door so we can make money. And that's just not the way to do it. I'm going to get rid of those edge loops. We're going to go ahead and just isolate this geometry here. It's one of my biggest gripes with like modern Disney movies is like I feel like the remakes are all just to keep the IP alive and like not so much put any good story behind it. Because like I love Disney movies, but I don't know. It's been hard to like want to go watch a Disney movie. I think the last one in theaters I actually like really enjoyed watching because it had a really decent story was the second Frozen. Which is sad to say, because like Disney is known for their storytelling. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this without completely jacking this up. Are you in USA? Yes, I am. I live in New Mexico. Trying to feel like what's the best way to do this? I have an idea. We're going to insert in a zoop here, or not. Okay. I'm going to have to do that differently. So I'm going to try to just further isolate this. Okay. Watched the latest Star Trek yesterday. It was super trash. The latest one. What was the latest one? You're talking about the third one that J.J. Abrams was supposed to direct but didn't direct? How do you keep up with the Indian timings then? Your timetable must be messed up. No, so I go live at 7 o'clock, and it seems to be when everyone's kind of like waking up in the morning in India. So it really doesn't get in the way. I've actually had the same live streaming schedule I have for the 4 years that I've been doing it, so never really changes. Star Trek Section 31. I hadn't even heard of that one. I miss old 2D Disney movies, to be honest. Yeah, no, I do too. It's why I'm kind of worried about like the Lilo and Stitch one that they're making now, because I'm like, did we really need to do this? It's just, I don't know. You know, I follow Disney a lot. Like I've done so much like reading on Disney and like the company and all that stuff, and like we went from this super duper like story is key to like whatever, just get it out. And it's just disappointing. Because, you know, all of the Disney movies that we like grew up with, like they had really good stories. Sure, some of them were like retellings, but like they were done well. How much do you follow Japanese anime movies? So movies not a ton. I do watch some animes. I don't watch like a lot of them. For instance, I just finished, what was the last one I finished? Mashle, Magic and Muscles, and One Punch Man. Those were both really good. I enjoyed both of those. And then I tried restarting, because I only got a little bit through it, but, what the hell was that one called? I forgot what it was called. I don't keep up with, like, the real trendy animes, though. Previous Star Trek movies were awesome, great music, okay story, and good cast, but this one was hot garbage. Yeah, it's kind of how most of our movies and TV shows are now, unfortunately. Yeah, it's 9:07 here. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I try to keep up the same schedule I do. Sometimes I'll do like Thursday streams. But or not Thursday, sorry, Saturday streams. And those will be a little bit more like geared towards like people in the UK, because I do have a lot of followers in the UK who can't really necessarily hang out. So I try to do that stuff every once in a while. One Punch Man is really cool. Yeah, it was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot. It was a pretty good one. All right, so what I'm thinking here, I'm going to try to just isolate this as much as possible and keep this from affecting any of the other geo, and not admitting that I might have to just redo the entire thing. Oh, that actually kind of worked. Okay. Where did that come from? Oh, shoot. That's where that came from. This is like weird planet Earth music. We're not doing this. Find something different. Interesting. Always fun to see what music they give me. Another thing, did you play The Witcher 3? If so, what's your opinion on the Witcher series? I've never actually played the Witcher series. So back when we did game streaming, or when I did game streaming here, the person who streamed with me, he tried playing The Witcher 3 on stream, and the game was just massive, and he couldn't finish it. Yeah, no, I've never played the Witcher games. I've heard they're really good. I don't really play a lot of games anymore, unfortunately. So it's just kind of one of those things that like I don't get a lot of time to do. Please check out my portfolio. Did you send it? I didn't see the link. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find it in chat here. I don't see a link. Can you send it again? Chat row opener. Oh, my eye's itching. Ow. Why? 5 a.m. right now. Gotta get some sleep. Have fun. Groovy Grapefruit. Have a good night. We try beveling instead of supporting edge loops. I usually do beveling for the bases, but right now I'm trying to just not affect this geometry over here, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Are you familiar with Indian culture stories? Not so much, no. It's never really been something that I've actually kind of researched. It's something that I'd be open to like learning about, but I've just never like actively like seeked it out. All right, so we're gonna try. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Probably not, but we're gonna try anyway. Why is my eye freaking out? I mean, technically those are both quads. They're just not creating a quad there. But if I support this corner, that's always fun. Okay, so the hope is that I can just do this and not have to deal with any repercussions. Because that creates a kite. Let's see how that works. I know the rest of this looks like crap, but let's see how that looks. Why did that get turned on again? All right, I might be able to get away with this. This might work. Japanese studio made a movie based on Ramayana. Ramayana is the legend of a Prince Rama back in 1993. It was really beautiful, and it's re-released now. Do check it out. What's the movie called? I'd love to check it out. Sir, will the full video be available on YouTube? Yeah, hopefully. These are really hard to edit, just because it's like so much time to like speed up and then edit into a full-on video. Like I still haven't finished the one for the Xenomorph, so it'll be there, just not anytime soon. This is also why I hate working with cylinders. Prolonged blue light exposure. Wait. Prolonged. Oh. Probably not. It's probably more so because I just did stair stepper before stream, so like my entire body's just mad at me. Alright, so the hope is now I can just multi-cut this. So I see what I did. Okay. So we're going to take this edge, slide it back a bit, multi-cut this one. That gives us a loop in there. Okay. This is definitely not the best way to do this, but I'm cheating a little bit because I don't really don't really want to deal with this. Oh, come on. It definitely doesn't look super pretty, but from far away you can't really tell. So that's cool. Do you have any videos related to these extruding problems for edge flow? I have a couple. I'm working on an entire like topology series right now. So if you want to check out those, there's 3 of them so far. But yeah, so that's a series I'm working on. Link more. I sent the link, bro. I don't see the link. I'm sorry. Where did you send it? Did you send it on Instagram, or did you send it like as a message on Instagram? Because I can't see my messages right now. Let's see. Okay, movie. Okay, movie name is Ramana, the Legend of Prince Rama. Okay. About an important god in Indian culture. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it. There you go. All right. See, I see that one. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Where's my browser? Pull this up here. Oh, come on. Let me copy this real quick. And then your question again was just about freelancing, right? So let's see. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I remember. So when it comes to your portfolio, if you're really going for like freelance work, I would really start trying to do some like product modeling. So if you're looking to do like stuff that's like paid with companies and things like that, your portfolio itself isn't going to really hold up. So one thing I would look at too is start trying to really learn how to light and set up your scenes, because right now, like you do have like nice stuff in your portfolio. Like, don't get me wrong, like this stuff is all a pretty good representation of what your work is. The issue here is, though, if a company is looking to like prospectively hire you, they're going to look at this and they're going to say, this person doesn't know how to do environments or lighting or any of that stuff. So when it comes to product photography, like if we just do photography, so we look at like product photography, right? You can see how some of this stuff works and like how some of this stuff looks like. These are the kind of things that, especially if you want to do like freelancing stuff, you want to get better at setting your stuff up like this. These are what companies are looking for. So especially if that's like what you want to be doing as an artist, you really want to make sure that your portfolio reflects that you can do that. Because in the end, a perfume company is not going to want to look at your portfolio and say, ah, cool, they can make a tank. They can totally do what I need to do. They want to see that you have executed and you're able to do what you want to do. And this sort of stuff is actually really easy to do. Like you're talking, you could knock out a couple of these in like a month and just get them taken care of, get them added to your portfolio, and call it done. The important thing is that you show companies that you can do stuff like this. And you know, there's a lot better. There's tons of like other freelancers and product artists that you can follow on Instagram that like have better kind of examples of that work. But that's how I would look at it. Because again, your portfolio is not bad. You've got some good stuff. It's just that, where'd it go? Did I close it? I did. Why did I close it? Oh, I didn't. There it is. It's just that you're not showing like what someone's going to be looking for. So like this stuff is good if you're trying to get into like the game industry. Like you're showing your kind of like your workflow, like everything you did with this model, your wireframes, all this stuff. Like this is good if you're applying for a job in an industry that understands what this is supposed to look like. But when you're looking for a client that is just looking to have their product animated or whatever, they don't know what they're looking at. So you have to be able to provide them an example of what they're looking for. So I hope that kind of helps. Okay. So let's see. This is a quad. Just trying to figure out, I don't know. I don't really like that. Silhouette-wise, I don't really like that. Yeah, I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm just not liking that at all. Let's try doing something cubic. Oops. Would be cool to have this like match up with that. Actually, I didn't even think about doing that. That's kind of a cool idea. I like that. So have it split and then match up with that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Just trying to think of a better way to do that, and I just did. It's probably best not to do it that way, though. So let me just get that to the right size. So that's kind of where it needs to be. Let's see here. Also, don't think that's actually centered, is it? It might be. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Cat Sty, hello. How are you? This is kind of a tough one because, like, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Just trying to like block this out and play with shaping, but I'm not like in love with it yet. That might work. I also think that might stick out a little bit too far. Can I pull this back without it looking stupid? A little bit. Yeah, okay. I think I can play with this and tweak it a bit. Oh, wait, did we hit an hour? Oh, we did. Crap. All right, hold on. Instagram. Oh, damn it. That means I did that whole portfolio review. And Instagram wasn't live. Oh, that's miserable. Damn it. God, I hate Instagram sometimes. Discard video. Live video. Back live again. I don't understand. One day they're all here. You can stream for 4 hours. The next day they're all, oh, never mind, JK. You can only stream for an hour. Go live. Somebody sent a heart? What does that mean? Coopster, if you're still there, thank you for the heart. It didn't really notify me that happened. Sorry, Coopster. I hope you're still there. I do appreciate that. I just don't know why it didn't really, like, notify me. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hello, you were really good, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am all right. I'm getting better, but I am all right. Everybody who's rejoining on Instagram, sorry, the live tanked, so I gotta restart it every freaking hour. Okay, so now we gotta cut a hole in this. It's actually a bummer that I gave that whole portfolio review and then Instagram was just all nah. We'll see if they join again. I don't mind redoing that. Let's see. So we're gonna go edit mesh, circularize. That should be decent. We need that to kind of flow this top one. So we're gonna redo this here a little bit. I'm gonna take this back, put that there. And do that. And then what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be one of those rare moments I actually use the Smart Extrude. I'm good, and I'm going to build my first rig. The first part was, oh wait, the first part was a GPU, or GTX 970. I know it's mid, but it works for all my things. No, that's good. Yeah, it's a totally fine card to start with. Just be careful though, because NVIDIA did just announce that they were gonna stop supporting those cards, so make sure you download and save your driver pack somewhere, just in case you can't get it again. It's definitely important to have. Try using a mobile device to view comments in your live chat. It's on my screen. I can see it. All right. So we're going to take this, and if you guys haven't used this tool yet, it's actually really cool. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It actually seems to be working quite well today. All right, cool. So that's Smart Extruded out. It did create a little bit of an issue, but we can just delete this and kind of move on with it. Delete. It created more issues than it was worth. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. Let's see here. I need music again. I'll just play this list. I don't care. Okay. Cool. Is this your first time building a computer, Catstye? All right, so that needs to be deleted. And of course, edge. Sometimes you have to actually kind of expose these. Okay. It's actually kind of funny because, like, now that I think about this, all this is a boolean. It's just an easy boolean. Are you using Blender? No, I don't use Blender. I use Maya. We have a lot of people in our Discord that use Blender, but I personally do not. Oh, how do I want to do this? Thinking like this. Just get this geometry to flow through. That handles that. No, don't like that. Yeah, Pepsi guy. I do like Pepsi. I try not to drink a lot of it anymore, but tonight felt like a good night to have a Pepsi. Do you have a course in Maya modeling? So I do have one kind of course on my YouTube. It's how to model. I could pull it up for you. This fan here. So if you guys are interested in learning how to model a really kind of like complicated fan, it's a pretty good little course. I built it last year, so I'm due for a new one. Let's see, it's this one. So yeah, if you guys are interested, you can learn how to build this entire fan on my YouTube channel. There's, I think, 7 videos it might be. But it goes from either building it entirely in Maya to building it in Maya and then bringing in the Substance Painter. So there's 2 options. But those are all available for free on my YouTube. How do you compare Blender and Maya? Yesterday I started it. I started to try it out in an effort to get around navigation. So it's kind of funny actually. When I did use Blender for the few like weeks that I did use it, I changed the key bindings to Maya, so getting around wasn't necessarily super difficult for me. But it is kind of it's definitely different. So it's just kind of one of those things. Like with any other software, like you just kind of have to get used to it. That creates an Engon. We don't want that. Is that gonna work? Potentially. Yeah, that works. Hey man, you went offline for a minute. I did, yeah, because Instagram kills my stream after an hour, so I have to restart it every freaking hour. So we're back on that nonsense. So if you're on Instagram, just keep in mind that'll happen every hour, and usually I find it like 5-10 minutes after. Okay, thank you. Is it better than Blender? Is Maya better than Blender? You can do the same thing in both applications. I tend to agree on the side that yes, Maya is better just because it is much older, it is much more standardized, and it's kind of built to handle the load. But Blender is fantastic for learning, especially if you can't afford Maya, because, you know, even at the indie license, I get it, it's expensive. But if you're looking to like work in the industry, like in games or whatever, it's definitely a good idea to look at learning Maya. I'm a really big techie though. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's cool. No, that's fun. I love building computers. I always build my own. I built my server that's behind me too. Let's see, nice. Thank you. Time to start then. Awesome. Well, let me know if you have any questions. If you run into any like issues, you can jump in the Discord. I can help you there. Tons of options. Yes, being a Maya user, stuff is different in Blender. Yeah, I mean, it's whenever you change applications, it's going to be different. Like, you know, Substance Painter behaves completely differently than Maya does. Rhizome is the same thing. Like, it behaves pretty differently. Like, navigation stays generally the same, but each app is going to be different in its own way. And you just got to figure out how to navigate that. That's not what I want. Okay, so we got to redo some of this. Okay. So all I'm doing here is just redirecting edges. It helps for better topology. Cool. And that way when it's smoothed, we get a better shape out of it. All right. Yeah, generally like your software, like whatever you want to use, it just comes down to like whatever you're comfortable with, especially if you want to like, if you don't want to pay for something, Blender's an awesome choice. I've just been using Maya for 15 years and I refuse to switch to anything. Hi, sir. How many types of 3 modeling? Currently none. But that's just because this model is getting kind of like complex. So if you guys want to see it real quick. So everything is unsmoothed right now, just because I don't want to deal with the madness. Oh, what's up, N3D? How you doing, man? Let's see. A Blender movie called Flow got nominated for Oscars. Flow. Which one's Flow? Not Flower. Flow. Movie. Oh, the cat. Yeah, I did see the cat. The cat's impressive. It was really cool. It was a nice, like, they used a lot of, like, grease pencil and different types of painting techniques, which I really liked about that. Yeah, that's a really good one. You can make some amazing stuff in Blender. Like, there's no hate towards Blender at all. Cool, I'll try to remember Maya as I'm an aspiring VR PC dev and I play modern Minecraft. Okay, I got you. Yeah, definitely, like, especially if you've never done 3D before, start off in Blender if you'd like. If you're a student, you can get Maya for free. So that's always something to keep in mind too. Just depends on like what it is you're going for. Working on a ship. Let's see. Just working on a ship a while, but damn, this tank is coming. It's getting there, man. It's for sure getting there. That should be good. Oh, plus I'm in teen years right now. Hey, that's a good time to start. It's a real good time to start. Any useful resources on topology? Yes, actually I have 3 videos on topology. If you want to check those out. They're kind of in their basics right now, so that's a series that I am actively working on, trying to teach people different topology skills. Wow, brain fart. Anything else I would recommend, like On Mars 3D. He's got some really good topology videos. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Andrew Hodgson. I always screw up his last name, but I learned a lot from him. He also streams on Twitch and YouTube. So he's a good one. Let's see. Perhaps it's the concept / story that attracts the audience, irrespective of the tools used to create it. Well, that's exactly what it is. I mean, a lot of the times people think the tools are what make the animation, but really what makes the animation is your story. And then what makes any type of media is your story. A lot of people don't grasp that story is always king. You can have the most beautiful animation ever, but if you have a subpar story, no one's gonna like it. I'm trying to think of like a good example of like what could be like. Blender's a little bit different because like a lot of the times their movies are tech demos, but now that they're like adding story into them, like of course they're getting nominated for Oscars because they're putting a bunch of love into this product. Yep, no, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew's awesome. I've learned a lot from him. The live streams he's been doing with his jet, I've just been like kind of drooling over. Technically could get it for free. Yes, technically. I'm sure you're probably thinking of the way that I think you're thinking that I don't do, but I get you. What's up, Gautham? Yeah, was that? Yeah. Who's Andrew? Andrew Hodgson? I think it's Hodgson. I'm probably butchering his last name. Let me pull him up. I'll show you guys his art station. I watch him a lot now. Why are you not popping up? I know I follow him. Oh, there he is. This dude. He's in Vancouver, I believe. I've learned a lot of topology stuff from him. His videos on YouTube are solid. He goes through a lot of the stuff that they do in like actual production workflows. So, yeah, I've learned a lot from him. I would like to at some point do a what do you call it? A mentorship with him. Give me tips for soft surface modeling. I don't do soft surface, so I don't really have any good tips, unfortunately. Check out Anumar work. He has amazing tutorial for hard surface. Let me see. Copy. Oh, yeah. No, this is who I watch. One of the other people I watch, On Mars. I didn't know that was his actual name. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's great. His, I learned a lot of, like, my corner flow, my corner edge flow from his Mandalorian helmet series. I just always call him On Mars 3D because I'm so used to referring to people's, like, social handles on here. Suggest me the improving soft surface modeling, sir. I don't really do soft surface, so I'm not the best person to ask. If you want to learn like soft surface, like sculpting and stuff like that, Jay Hill's an awesome resource. Jared Chavez is an awesome resource. I just am not the best resource for that. Andrew is a monster. He's good, though. He's good. I've looked at a lot of the stuff his mentorships have done, or his mentorees have done, and it's crazy. It's cool stuff. Eating butter on cornbread, very good. Yeah, it sounds good. So rude, I forgot to say hi. Oh, no, you're good. I meant the channels. Yeah, take a look at Jared Chavez and Jay Hill. They're both really good resources for, like, organic modeling. That's what we generally call it. Okay. That's a fun pinch. Why are we pinching? Oh, I see. What am I doing? Merge. All right, 3. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Wow. That's behaving kind of weird. Whoa, what actually happened here? Hold on. Oh wow, that got all jacked up. Hold on a second. Just gonna repair that real quick. It's another reason why I don't like that Smart Extrude tool, because sometimes it just really screws things up. Alright. Let's merge that. Merge that. Target weld these. Oops. That should be better. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. Andrew and I worked on Dune Part 1 when I was at DNEG. You were at DNEG? That's cool. Yeah, he's awesome. I've been loving his he did a what do you call it? He did like a, not a podcast, but like an interview with his, I guess his supervisor. And it's just a wealth of information. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's like 3 hours long or something like that, but it's a lot of really good information. I realized that once we got our hands on hard surface, it's hard to switch to soft surface. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm currently learning sculpting just because, like, it is something that I've wanted to have in my tool set for a long time because I love the idea of it. It's definitely an adjustment because, like, hard surface is, it's very technical and, like, it's a little less artistic than I'd like it to be. I do still love it, but, yeah. That's cool that you worked with him. Is it? I'm probably saying it wrong, but Busan? I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry. That's awesome. Yeah, he jumped into my stream chat a while ago. It was probably well, it was last year. But he found me on here and we were chatting for a bit, and so ever since, like, I try to jump in his live streams whenever I can because he's just a wealth of information. Very good at what he does. Let's see. Andrew's quite good. I started using a pen for 3D modeling after seeing the benefits he explained. He tried to get me to while I was on stream. He was talking to me about doing it, and he's like, it'll change your life. And I tried it, and I hated it. And it's probably just because I'm so used to using a mouse. But, yeah, no, I know that he does a lot of his work through the pen tablet. And I've been tempted to take my pen tab and move it here. But I don't know. I'm so much faster with a mouse, and it feels like stepping backwards to do that. Let's see. I got into Raspberry Pis from Jeff Geerlings and Network Jeff and Linus Text Tip. got me hooked on PCs, plus more people got me hooked into it. I got you. Yeah, that's cool. I had a Raspberry Pi a long time ago. It was actually really cool. One person who's insanely good at digital sculpting and speed care live on YouTube. Are you asking me to, like, say one person who's good at it? This is my portfolio? Did you want me to review your portfolio? Is that what you're asking? I could take a look at it if that's what you want. You just gotta be cool with me showing it live on stream. Just naming one for reference. Oh, okay, gotcha. MLW Creative. I think his YouTube is MLW Creative too. He does some really good speed sculpts. I think he's got speed sculpts. I've watched a lot of his sculpting videos though. He hops into chat every once in a while too. You'll see him here every so often. He's real good. I like watching his stuff. A lot of I don't really have anyone else I watch for speed sculpts because like I actually personally don't like watching like speeds, like speed runs or speed sculpts and stuff like that. I'm never like a huge fan of them. But so that's why I just don't watch them all that much. Yes, TikTok. I hear you. Multi-streaming on 4 platforms is kind of difficult sometimes. Let's see. All right, so we got that. That's better. So ideally, this is what we're gonna set up here. Just gonna cut this in half again. Edge slide, surface slide. Let's see here. Let's see. Yes, I was a mouse guy too. I was quite slow with the pen at start, but forced myself to try that. It's good for healthy wrists in the future. Yeah, I mean that's for sure a good benefit to it. Is it's good for that. That's why I do all my texturing and sculpting with like the pen tablet, because I used to try to do ZBrush with a mouse, and that was not a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be something I do eventually. Just modeling was so slow for me when I tried using the pen tab. I give people a lot of credit that can model with the pen tab like that, though. It's tough. Let's see. I always hate it when someone posts a time-lapse video of their modeling process and calls it a tutorial. Drives me nuts. Yeah, that's not a tutorial. I hate it when people do that, because you click on it and you're like, oh, cool. I'm not going to know what you're saying. You sent me a funny image. Let's see what it is. Discord spinning Sharky. I gotta wait for it. Now Raspberry Pi can do SATA SSD. Yeah, that's cool. Raspberry Pis are really neat. I like them. Why is this not opening? Wait, what? The halfway. I can't tell if that's actually trying to load. Okay. I was gonna say I was bothering the hotline or That's fantastic. I love that. Yeah, speed runs or speed sculpts, any of that stuff, like those are not... Did Instagram just kill my stream again? No, okay. Those are not tutorials. Like, I'm sorry, if you're not talking during your tutorial and like walking somebody through how to do something, that's not a tutorial. Okay, so we have an N-gon, which we can actually fix real quick here. Just nix that guy. Okay, I think that's good. Now I gotta look at this side. So we're gonna go ahead and mirror this again. Beautiful. Go into bevel. Turn off our chamfer. And pull that in. Oh, look at that. Alright, would you look at... Wow. There we go. Okay. I don't think the other one did that. All right, cool. So that should kind of take care of that center hole. So you guys can kind of see how like that topology works, and that just kind of like supports it, and you don't have to worry about anything else crazy. It's generally how you want to do that. You're doing good switching to the healthy working methods after the standing desk. Perhaps you'll eventually switch to a full-time pen someday. Someday, maybe. We will see. For now, I do my healthy stuff at the gym, and I stand while I'm working. But yeah, the standing desk has definitely been, like, one of the best upgrades. I would recommend anyone have one. Okay. I'm hoping this allows me to just be done with this part. The last... Oh no, I'm good. Alright. Reality Portal, what's up? How am I doing? I'm doing good. We are Tank. What's up, Mr. Blazing Man? How you doing? How you been, Reality Portal? I think that's gonna be all I need. No? No, no. Oh, you know why? That's why. This is why I like doing this way. Excuse me. It's really cool how Raspberry Pi is going so far. Yeah, they're really cool. It'll be awesome when they actually have like their own graphics cards and everything. Right now they're a little limited for like stuff that I do. But they're really cool for like learning Linux and stuff like that if that's something you're into or interested in. I don't know if I need to add that support, but I'm going to. Interesting. So just because... Yeah. There we go. Good bro. Got hired for a game dev project as a technical consultant. It's pretty cool working with Gen Z. They're so cute. Hey, that's cool. That's awesome. Congrats on the new job. I haven't really met a lot of Gen Z people yet through all this, so I haven't been able to work with any of them yet. That's funny though. All right, let's see how we're doing now. Cool. Totally forgot that I have to do the rest of that. I'm gonna make this two separate pieces because I don't want to model that in. Yeah, that's getting much better. Cool. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. That's awesome. It's a hard thing right now, so that's cool that you were able to get something. Let's see. What is this? Okay, cool. What are you up to, Mr. Blazing Man? How you doing? Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll do like a bracket that brackets onto that. It'll look a little bit more industrial. Which we love some good industrial stuff. Do. Just got home eating pizza right now. Hell yeah. Nice. Pizza sounds awesome. I had a protein shake. Not the best thing to do before a stream just because, like, you don't get much energy from them. Pizza protein shake. Now that's even better. Alright, let's get this kind of moved in place here. We'll block this out and then we'll just start kind of adding to it. It's too thick right there. It's always a challenge to make that work the way you want it to. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I could do this. All right. Kind of have some inside information that may interest people here too. Too long to explain, but basically, good times ahead. Game studios are slowly realizing quality over quantity, and I'm very confident. You know how much that warms my soul to hear? I've been complaining for years that like the main issue is that quality over quantity has been thrown out the window, and I'm happy to hear that. That's cool. That's real cool. Hopefully the same thing happens for like the film industry as well. Both of those industries need a break. That's cool. I appreciate you sharing that though. Who knows? Maybe I'll go into game stuff at some point. Cause I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do with my like life at this point. But I know computers is not it anymore. Circularize. Oh. Yeah, I did exactly what I wanted it to. Okay. Just went a little too far. That's fine. You know what? Actually, here. Where do you work currently? I work for a place. We'll put it that way. I do application development, so software development for a place. That needs to sit much lower. Let's see. Okay. So we're just going to raise that just ever so slightly. So it fits where it needs to. Okay. Sweet. Honestly, from the works I see you do, I'd say you'd be perfect for game dev. Your foundation, workflow, and general approach is all high quality in my opinion. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, honestly. That's awesome to hear. I'm definitely like always in one of those like positions where I'm like, am I doing things good? Am I good? Am I all right? But that's awesome to hear. I do appreciate that. That's cool. Because one of the things I have done for a long time is hold myself back from like taking that jump. But I think I'm finally getting to the point where I'm ready to take that jump. Especially because I'm just fried where I currently am. Alright. I think I just need to get better with like low poly workflows. Really is like my biggest probably like issue. That's nice. Doing 3D as a hobby or another career option. So basically, if you want some backstory on me, I did go to college for 3D. Like this is what I wanted to do. It's just that when I got out of school, it was when the industry was kind of collapsing with the whole like Life of Pi incident and Rhythm and Hues. So I decided that it was probably best just to stick with my IT job at the time, which, you know, I kicked myself for not making that that jump and just going into it. But I also have to realize that like my portfolio when I came out of college was not good enough to get anything. It was not where it needed to be. I paid way too much for school, and it took a while to like kind of come to that, you know, realization. So that's kind of like where I am now, is like now I'm like, all right, cool, you know, I can probably turn this into a career, hopefully. Like, the hope is I could turn it into a career. Yeah, it was just a really crappy time. So for now, I do freelance stuff. I work with the independent film studios out here every once in a while. Like, I just do fun stuff. Raspberry Pi, BNAS, aka network attached storage. If you don't know, yeah, no, absolutely. You can do a lot with them. They just don't really do like 3D stuff very well. Okay. It's nice. I also like that you take things slow. A beginner can follow your stuff and then pick. That was my whole goal with like what I do now is like I wanted to make sure that people didn't have the same experience that I did, because like I don't know, like the idea of dropping 70, 80K on school is just miserable. It's just terrible. And so I wanted to make sure that people could easily follow the things that I teach. And I wanted to teach in like the style that I knew I learned, and it seems like most people tend to vibe with that. So I'm glad to know that it comes across that way and it works. Oh, brother, I wish I could show you the topology of these modelers who so-called educated modelers do. As a technical artist working with someone like you is a superpower. So you know what's funny? If you watch On Mars 3D, he just did a topology like overview of like game and film like models, and there was some stuff from the creator, which, you know, that's ILM, like one of the biggest studios in the world, and he was showing the topology on one of the tanks they did, and it looked just horrible, but it worked perfectly. But like the topology was just awful, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you know, maybe I am doing stuff right if we're getting away with this stuff. But like the model was gorgeous. It's just the topology, when you turn on the wireframe, it looks so bad. But it's so interesting. It's so cool to see like how different studio. That's why I love it when Studio Reels like do wireframe stuff. BP Tron, hello, animation student here. Your videos are really helpful for tips. I'm glad they help. If you want some longer form ones, check out the YouTube. But I'm glad that they reach you, and I'm glad that they help you. It can be hard to find that stuff on TikTok. If it's hidden, it's okay for bad topology. Yeah, generally. I hide triangles all the time, just because like I don't want to deal with trying to like merge them in somewhere. But yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. We'll have to chat, Reality Portal. I'd like to chat maybe off stream. That'd be cool. I am still a little like unknowing of like how everything works outside of, you know, just what I do on the internet, so I'd like to learn a little bit. Wireframe, please. That thing scares me. Ah, don't be scared. Hold on. Show isolate. You selected. Don't be scared. It's not that scary. It's actually quite pretty. It's unsmoothed right now, so it's just, you know, base wireframe. But you can kind of see an example here. So very clean, very just methodically thought out. If you want to see something really fun, where's the interior? I'm actually like super duper proud of this. Oh wait, hold on. Where's the? Let me just lift this up and you can kind of see it. So the entire kind of assembly under here. It's nice. Turned out really nice. Really happy with it. But yeah, nothing to be scared of. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and actually bevel this, even though I hate the bevel tool. Sir, how do you pack UVs for something like this? Or, I think that's what you meant to say. I use an application called Rhizome. So, I'll do, oh, for Substance Painter, yeah, so this will be likely, I want to keep it under 18 UV tiles, but I think it'll probably end up being more. So basically I'll unwrap everything, lay it all out across however many tiles I need. I try to keep my models under 18 just because they perform a little bit better, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. What's up, Michael Stryker? Hey, looking great. Just popping in for a second before I go to bed. Whoa, get some good sleep tonight. It's good to see you, man. Sometimes as a tech artist, we need to choose our battles, and if we think we cannot rely on the modeling artist and we need to find other ways to optimize, then there's no time for remodeling. No, that's true, yeah. I'd love to chat, brother. I'll have to hit you up. I want to do more networking this year because I feel like I didn't do a lot of it last year just because like I was just kind of balls to the wall trying to get social media to work. You know, it's doing good. Like everything's doing good. But now I'd like to actually network with people. Because I haven't done a lot of that. I only know like a couple people. One of which I've known since I was a kid, so that one doesn't count. Alright. If you guys are on Instagram, the stream's probably going to die in like 5 minutes here, so just as a heads up. I'll reset it once it goes down. Thanks. See, I had to do some homework. It was a bore. I'm sure. No problem, man. Get some good sleep. Homework. I haven't had to do homework in a long time, and I'm glad to say that. Alright. The idea of that makes me so sad. Let's see. Really cool, well made. Thank you. Just classic introvert things. Alright, so I figure I'll have like bolts here, so I'm going to leave that space open. I'm not super hyper concerned about that. I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of support in here. Should be able to get away with most of this. Don't need anything crazy. I like simple pieces like this because you don't really have to go like ham with the topology. You can just kind of enjoy it and do one of my favorite things, which is just drag lines through. Like, yeah, I could go through and probably like reduce this and terminate a lot of it, but I just don't care to. You say that, but you're technically doing homework now. I'm not doing homework. This is fun work. This isn't homework. I'm glad this isn't homework. I'm doing prep work for my portfolio. We'll put it that way. Oops. That looks awful. Okay. This will be one of those cases where I'm okay with doing this. I try to avoid doing this because it'll screw up the cylinder, but that's going to be so hidden you are never going to see it. All right. So same thing. So this is something, so if you guys were curious, when you go to UV something, if you smooth your object after you UV it and you're getting all that really nasty distortion, this is why. So watch what happens here. So when I smooth this, see how it's stretching this entire loop out? This is what's causing that. So we can go ahead and go through and like actually kind of terminate this, and we're going to do that right now. This actually should just work too. Just got to select this all. And you'll see how this kind of helps. So we'll bevel, turn off the chamfer. Can't necessarily see what I'm doing, but this should correct it. So now, when we smooth, it's pulling that chamfer out instead, and we can just add those additional supports that we needed. So we can just kind of multi-cut here, I'm just going to ignore that one because it doesn't really matter. Just to give that outer support, and you can see now you get this nice solid cut that you can just UV afterwards. Let's see. If you don't mind answering, how old are you? I'm 32. He said confidently without knowing entirely. I don't pay attention to my age anymore, but I'm 32. Let's see. Sharky, he has had homework for a while. He just ignores me about it. That's not homework. That's what I'm doing to get ready for that part is homework. I love that Sharky can fight for me. I love that Sharky can fight for me too. That makes me happy. The first part isn't. No, the first part's done. I mean, like, I can't really do much more with it until I have the second part. Unless you want, like, a beauty render of the first one, like, I can really go through and do that for you. I just don't know what you'd use it for. So if that's what you want, you just got to be vocal about it, okay? All right. Cool. Show, isolate, view selected. All right, there we go. Pretty, beautiful. It's definitely not centered at all. Oh, man. All right, let's jack this up real quick. Okay, there we go. That's better. So we'll go mesh. No, actually, hold on. Freeze the transforms, Control D. -1. And let's pull you in. That's obviously not super duper centered, but that's okay. All right. Nice. How many years of experience do you have in 3D? 15. Probably 16 now. I think we can call it 16 now. Yeah, so I'd say about 16 years. I'll message you about it later. Okay. You do that. Seems really bulky for what I wanted, but I don't know. We'll see. Assign existing material, standard surface. Let's see. You know, I like it. Let's turn off the wireframe. I always hate the wireframe because, like, I feel like it distorts and gets in the way. So this will technically, when it fires, the entire barrel will just move back. Kind of an action like that. So, fun stuff. Cool stuff. Enjoyable stuff. All right. I gotta catch this before this dies. So you're level 32 and level 16 in 3D. Yeah, that's true. Although technically, because of my goated app that I use, I'm a level 29. So check that. That's a good idea. I should definitely save. File, save scene as 46. How much storage space is this taking up so far? Just out of curiosity. Personal art folder, projects, stealth tank, properties. 4 gigs. All right, that's not bad. Not bad. I think the main file is only like a couple megabytes. Okay. I'm like watching Instagram like a hawk to make sure it doesn't die. Okay. I do feel like I need to do something different with that. So let's do something a little bit different. What's up, Naveen? How are you? Oh. want this to have a little bit more like meat to it. Maybe this is the way to do it. I don't really know. All right, we'll just do a quick bevel on these. Bevel. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave it that way. Will I? No. I don't like that. Screw it. Let's just do this. I really need to get better at using the marking menus. I could probably be a lot faster if I did. All right. Excuse you. Why is it doing that? Q escape. Modeling toolkit. Multicut. That's not. What the f. No. Mesh tools. Insert edge loop. 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's better. That adds a little bit more bulk to the front. That's what I wanted. I'm excited to share. Oh, excited to share. Let's see. I'm good. Currently working on a space project in Unreal. Nice. Yes. That's awesome. MJDSN. This is Autodesk. Yes, this is Maya. Hey, Kelsey. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, this is better. It adds a little bit more, like, depth and detail to it, so. This makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay. Yeah. Pretty cool. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm alive. Otherwise, I'm doing good. I'm ready for the week to be over. All right, so what else do I want to do? I think I should probably work on this part, as much as I don't want to. But it's easy enough because I actually... Uh-oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, okay. No, I don't need to worry about that. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, select that, delete that, and then we're going to just kind of work with this piece. Sweet, same. What you got going on, Kelsey? You guys doing anything fun? Anything special? Anything fun with the kiddos? Ouch. Hey, Chris, are you going to be around after stream? BT dubs? If you're still there. You better still be there. Can't be if you want. Yeah. I've got tea. I've got tea for you. And also, I'm doing an environment like Berserk Griffith Eclipse scene. I don't know what that is. What is that? You talk about like the anime Berserk? It was an anime, right? I've had you up the whole time just playing games. Oh. Oh. I don't know why. I just like giving you shit. I want the tea. No, I can't say it on Discord or on stream. It's nothing crazy. Have you watched Berserk? No, I've never actually seen it. Just another warning to you guys. Instagram stream may die, but I'll bring it right back up. Because that's a silly thing that happens here. Oh, actually, it doesn't really matter because I'm almost done with stream. Yeah, we got 10-ish, 15-ish minutes left. All right, so I'm going to put it this way. Instagram, if the stream dies, I'm probably not going to restart it just because I've only got like 10, 15 minutes left and there's no reason to do that. So if it dies and you want to watch me on the other platforms, just hop on over to YouTube or Twitch or TikTok if you want to. Since I now stream on that again. Until we lose it once again. Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. YouTube is preferable, but we do still have Twitch. Twitch is the purple game streaming site that I stream on. And like the YouTube. Yes, like the YouTube, please. Okay. What the hell was I doing now? Ah, yes. Okay. I remember. Wow, none of that lined up at all, did it? Okay, well. Let's do this. I'm going to isolate that. This feels like the underside of a crab. Crab tank. Hey, you were great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Message me the tea. There's so much long information in there. Actually, you know somebody who's involved, technically. Do you remember Jeremy? Let me know if you remember him, Kelsey. Oh. There we go. Okay, so that does the underside. So this is going to be really simple. I'm just going to, like, kind of extrude this and give it a little depth. I never even thought about the fact that you probably know him, Kelsey. That's the end of that one. Let's go here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Well, whoever's on TikTok who gave me the heart, thank you so much. I appreciate the heart. I still don't know what that means. Now you have to. Okay, so you do know him, or you do remember him. I'll mess. It's a lengthy thing, but I will message you. I'll settle for Cliff now. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you a message on Discord. Once stream's over, since I'm live right now. I'm the worst. I mean, I don't blame you. I like tea as well, so The tea is always good. Oh, there goes Instagram. All right, well, we will finish off the last 5 minutes just live on everything else. I warned him. I said my piece. Okay. So we've got that. That's all solid and beautiful and gorgeous. Let's go ahead and add our supports to these. Why? That's weird. Oh, it's because of that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna kill that. Delete. No. I'd like to finish this last piece before I end. Show isolate view selected. How deep is that? Oop, that's too deep. That needs to be hovering just above that thing. Okay. So this one, we're just going to drag over here, and then it's going to go right across. Same for this one. One, two, three, four. Interesting. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So this is technically bad. Am I hyper concerned about it? Not necessarily. I wonder. Bet you I can fix this. At least a little bit. Just a little bit. That creates a triangle, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Excuse you, what is this? Oh, that's hideous. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I keep forgetting that you're going to be in Chris's stream tomorrow? Yes, I will be live with Chris tomorrow. I won't be live, but I'll be in his stream. We're going to play Helldivers. So, some good gaming action for those who miss it. Mirror, object, Z, show, isolate view, 3. Okay. Cool. Well, that's solid. All right. I'm going to save. Actually, I'm going to delete all my history first. File, save scene. Sweet. I get my new nail stuff tomorrow, so I'll be watching. Nice. All right, so that's it. All right, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and end stream now. TikTok. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you. It's always good talking with you. Again, thank you for the hearts. I still don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you live again on Friday. And end live. What does the heart mean? I'm so confused by what that means. 1 coin. What does the coin mean? Reward unlocked. Dude, I have no idea what that means. Does that mean I made money? What does that mean? I don't know what a coin is. Ranto, thank you so much. We'll see ya. We're going to go ahead and raid out on Twitch, so hang around if you want to raid out with somebody. Everybody on YouTube, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Been a wonderful night chatting with everybody. I will see you all live again on Friday, and if you're interested in the gaming stuff, I'll be hanging out with the Chaotic Seekers tomorrow, so that's always a fun thing. We'll be playing some Helldivers 2. Not the first one. But, see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and have a good one. Good night, Kelsey. Alright, Twitch, let's raid out. Who are we going to raid?